Hello, everybody. So excited to be live with you because I want to use this opportunity to be live as long as I can. You probably heard that maybe in the future, most likely actually, we are not going to have the opportunity to communicate live. So let's take advantage every day and let's make sure that we can connect and talk about different interesting topics. Manifesting reality is our birthright. But many of us complain all the time that they cannot achieve their goals, they cannot turn their dreams into reality. So the question comes, what exactly is this law of manifestation? How can you make things happen for ourselves? And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to manifest and the strategies to meet your goals. And this is actually the theme of my radio show tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern on OMTime Radio. I always choose different topics on OMTime. I always go talking about what's going on in the world, how to better yourself, how to improve your relationship, how to improve your health, and so on and so forth. But the most important thing is to come up with something interesting and fascinating that people can benefit from. So tonight I said, let me talk of one of my laws in one of my books, my book called 11 Eternal Principles. This is my book published years ago, actually published by Random House, but a division of Random House called the Cross Press, and the Random House was actually bought by Penguin Books being actually #1 published house in the world right now. So this is one of the 3 books that I have with Penguin Books and Random House as of now. So in the 11 Eternal Principle, I speak about the principles of the universe versus our man-made laws. How significant are the principles of the universe because they never change. Versus our man-made laws, that we are confronted with our man-made laws, and in time, they are not valid. So one of the laws that you heard a lot lately is the law of attraction. But these laws, they work together. The law of attraction is just an ingredient within the universe. It's just one law of many other laws that exist. The law of evolution, the law of abundance, the law of manifestation, the law of infinite possibilities, the law of love, the law of karma, which is the #1 law of spirituality. And these laws, they interact, they work with each other. And for the simple fact that many of you are asking me, why am I stuck? Why am I blocked? How can I make my dreams come true? I decided to expand the law of manifestation and turn it into a radio show. And I'm going to give you during the show all the possible strategies that you can take in order to turn, your abilities and employ the law of manifestation for your own good. And as I said, we all have desires. We all have things that dreams that we can turn into reality. The question is, we don't have strategies. We don't know how to make this happen. Now, coming back to the law of manifestation, because we all have the power to manifest a healthy relationship, to manifest a beautiful house, to manifest a career, to manifest writing a book or a singing career or a career in the politics or in the economic field and so on and so forth. We all have some goals to achieve. The question is, how can we make that happen? Taking into consideration the fact that the law of manifestation is operating, within ourselves. So we always say reality reflects what the mind projects. So in order to manifest something, you have to pay attention to your thoughts, to your thinking, to your intentions, and those intentions will translate into reality. If you operate on a lot of negative emotion, you can never manifest anything positive for yourself. But the moment you understand the mechanism and the way to make it happen, that it becomes easy. And the moment you achieve something, from the start, then you will be able to achieve many other things. have to remember that our brain waves, manifest the physical reality. So brain waves, the way the brain works by generating waves of energy. We think that energy and matter are two separate things because of the way we function, the level of our perception. But remember, in the quantum field, a tiny bit of matter flip-flops and translate into the energy, into the waves of the brain. So pay attention of your thoughts, pay attention of your vibration energy. So in order to understand at which level of the energy you actually function, because every thought, every feeling, every action is actually a form of energy, but it's also something that translates into your physical reality. So if you put out there your positive intention of love, of caring, of believing in yourself, in the world around, then that's what you bring back into your life, because the world is pretty much a reflection of your intention, of your thoughts. So the world is a mirror of the way you exist, the way you think, the way you project everything. And the world around you, meaning everything that's included in your world, the people in your life, your significant other, your children, your family, your coworkers, everything that represents your outside world comes from inside out. So if you're looking for where is your problem, don't look at the problem outside. Look at the problem inside you. So that's very significant. So manifestation comes from inside out. And our thoughts, as I said, translate into your words. So you think something, then you speak about it. So your thoughts will become your words, your feelings, and will translate into your action. So you'll act according to your thoughts. So pay attention to your thoughts, because in the brain, there's a biochemical reaction, an expression of energy that turns into a different expression of energy as the body represents a connection with the consciousness and the subconscious mind. So I'm just reading actually from my book right now, because in this way, the energy of a single thought will manifest in the physical form. So I'm trying to explain the mechanism of the way the waves of the brain will translate into what you can see into your life. So if you say, well, Carmen, I cannot seem to figure it out a way of bringing the right person in my life, or I can't seem to be able to make money. I dream to have a house, but always I feel like I will never be able to make it happen, because anytime I have money, I'm going to lose it the next day or something else happens. So, if this is your reality, then something there in the mechanism needs to be shifted, needs to be switched on, because something is switched off. So we have to pay attention to the mechanism of thinking and always observe the way you think. Thinking is what makes you be who you are. That's why the French philosopher Descartes said, I think, therefore I am, and what I think, I become. If I think of myself as a successful person, if I'm releasing the fear, the negativity, that's what I'm going to get. If the world right now is going to release the fear of this virus, the fear of dying, the fear, then the world will start the healing process. The healing process is not so much in the vaccine. That's the physical, the scientific explanation. But there is also something beyond the science, the spiritual explanation, the mental explanation. Where is our power? Our power is within ourselves, and we are so powerful that we can manifest any vaccine that we want. As much as we can manifest diseases, we can manifest the virus. And if we are not in control, we can continue to manifest other viruses. So this is where the danger is, that we, humanity, manifest all kinds of situations, circumstances, in a how should I say, in a cycle of life. I mean, if we go back 100 years ago, we pretty much had the Spanish flu. If we go back 200 years ago, we had cholera, we had other we continue to have diseases from 100 years to 200 years. Like we continue to repeat the trauma, repeat the manifestation, repeat the fear, repeat the mechanism of self-destruction. More than now, we live in a world that is self-destructing in front of our eyes. And an indication, a scientific indication of self-destruction is what? Is the fact that we have more than ever autoimmune disorders. So the autoimmune disorder that we manifest are actually the result of our internal fear, of our lack of awareness, of our concern about collectively moving in the wrong direction, the fear of not knowing what's going to happen to all of us in the years ahead. And the fear is actually, how should I say, is justified for the simple reason that we sense intuitively something is coming to us, or something is considered to be a difficult lesson to be learned. And we probably feel we're not collectively prepared to learn the lesson. The lesson, if it's not learned, will happen again. If you cannot graduate, the first semester or the sixth grade, you stay in the sixth grade for years and you don't move to the seventh grade. So I'm just giving you an example. We, humanity, haven't graduated the school of life for thousands of years because we haven't actually evolved for thousands of years. And the evolution is not the outside world. The evolution are not the cars are not necessarily building homes. The evolution is an inside evolution of the soul, evolution of the way we act, the way we think, the way we respect each other, the way we love each other. As long as humanity has no compassion, for each other, then there is definitely going backward and not moving forward. Because ideal of the world we live in is not to build so many buildings and not to create sophisticated cars, is to create a stability within our hearts, to create a world that is calm, a world without killing, without mass shooting, without viruses, without leaders that are corrupt, without us being lied every single day, without disappointment, without hate, and so on and so on. So this is the progression and the evolution. Talking about one of the laws of the universe is the law of the evolution, no? So are we evolving? We're not really progressing the way we should, and we're not really evolving the way we should. Consequently, we experience what we experience in order to collectively wake up. Waking up is what we need to do, all of us together, and moving to another level of perception in which we go beyond the low level of consciousness, our ego, and evolve at the level of the self. And have, as I said, a deep sense of unconditional love for each other. And this is the only way that we can save life for the future generation from the destructive moment that we find ourselves in. And I don't know if I believe that much in politicians, and I don't know if I believe that much in science as much as I believe in the divine that exists within ourselves. And the divine within us is trying to save us, tries to wake us up, tries to make us think, in a different way, at the higher level of us. So, talking about law of manifestation, I'm going to take your calls in a little bit. In a moment, I will actually try to take your calls and answer your questions, because I love doing that. But I want to give you some strategies that I want you to take into consideration. I'm actually looking for one of the articles that I published in Huffington Post. And I want to tell you a little bit about the 12 strategies to achieve a goal, because take a deep breath and think how many goals you have. If you have a goal like becoming an entrepreneur, or the goal of, raising consciousness and evolving spiritually, or if your goal is just to be a parent, or if your goal is just to build an amazing business, an amazing career, whatever the goal is, the strategies will actually be the same. So I'm going to give you 12 steps. 12 is a number in Kabbalah, is the 12 apostles, the 12 gates to Israel, the 12 months of the year, the 12 hours. And number 12 is so significant. That's why we go 12 years to school, and then we graduate. So let's talk about the 12 strategies to achieve a goal. And the first strategy in life, the first strategy to achieve a goal is to be realistic. We can dream big, and that's perfect, but we also have to be realistic when we have a dream. Like, know yourself, know your tendency, know your weaknesses, know your abilities, know what kind of a sacrifice you have to make in order to succeed. Because you will see obstacles down the road, and you have to plan strategies to overcome the obstacle and the challenges. So you have to have, in order to succeed, be realistic and have a very well-organized plan. Have a plan. Now, anytime you start in life with a big dream, with a big goal, you have to use your intuitive mind. Your mind will tell you whether you're on the right path, whether you have chances to succeed, or to shift a little bit the perception a different direction, or change the plan, or change the career path. So your intuition will guide you. Even if you go to get married, even if you want to become the CEO, whatever your goal is, your intuitive mind will tell you which path to go and how to proceed and how to achieve your plan. So listen to your intuition. In order to succeed in life, the third element is cut out negative influences. Cut out all those people who will tell you you're not good enough, you can make it. The people who will disrupt you from reaching your goal, who will block you, who will tell you you're not good enough, and so on and so forth. So you don't need that negative vibration energy, because that's not going to allow you to succeed. When you have a goal, and this is number 4, you have to start slow. You have to start with the foundation of your project. Don't immediately jump to believe that 2 days later you will make it happen. It takes time, and you have to take it one step at a time. You have to start small. You want to start a business, you want to create a franchise, start small at the beginning and then expand. And allow to move slow. That's perfectly fine. Many of you are asking me, well, I start a business, but I'm giving up. I don't see this working. Well, it takes time. It takes dedication. It takes the wisdom to move slow. And also, when you go through a process, go from plan A to plan B to plan C. Because the strategy has different phases. You start small, then you grow, then you develop, then you have different plans. If plan A doesn't work, you move to plan B and then to plan C. So you always have a backup plan in your in the way you move forward with your achievement, with your goal. And also you have to calculate your risks. If you say, well, I want to invest in a business, I want to make a big medical center, then acknowledge there will be risks involved. If there's a danger, be prepared of losing money, or a pandemic that comes and will make all the businesses collapse. So there's always a risk. There's never 100% guaranteed. So be prepared in case something doesn't work right, to know what to do. And if you, for instance, have a difficult moment, learn from the setback, learn from the difficulties. In life, it's always good to reinvent yourself. I reinvented myself 1,000,000 times. I was graduated from college back in the northern part of Romania, Transylvania, in philosophy. And I realized that I don't want to be a teacher. At that time, I said, I'm 20-something, 22 and a half. I didn't want to be an English teacher or a French teacher. So I decided I need to reinvent myself. Meanwhile, I had a chance to be a singer on the side. So at the age of 12, I started singing, at a very early age. By 19, I already had a record deal. So I was doing 2 careers in the same time. One day I left everything, moved to America, and I realized I'm nobody. I had no money in my pocket, and I need to reinvent myself. and I reanalyze my skills, my abilities, and I said, what exactly am I going to do here in this big country without a dime to my name? What do I know to do? And then I realized intuition is going to save me, my intuitive mind, and my ability to perceive, to see things. And this is the way I started writing my first book. I became an author. My 8th book is coming in a month or two. So I start working and building in this career, went to college, graduated a degree in psychology. And guess what? I'm getting a degree from Cornell University in August at my age, because I said I can reinvent myself and reinvent myself in the field of nutritional medicine. So I said, everything is possible. If you have the drive, if you have the motivation, if you want to be a winner, you certainly can, but you need a lot of work. And it doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, you can do it. Nothing is going to stop you if you really want to achieve something that's going to make you and your people around you proud of. So I wanted to make you proud and get a degree from Cornell University. At my age, again, nobody would probably want to do it, but it's never too late. And it gives me a tremendous satisfaction. I still have a lot of exams, April, May, June, July, and August to be able to graduate, but I'm convinced that I will, and I will show you my diploma. So isn't this reinventing yourself? Absolutely. Reinventing yourself from a singer into turning yourself into somebody who's a doctor in the medical field. Or I created jewelry. I was a jewelry designer. I wrote books. So that means reinvent yourself. I'm giving myself as an example because I want you to rethink right now. What can you turn yourself into? How can you reinvent life for each of you and create a different career? That's perfectly fine. And look at your progress, because you slowly will progress and you're going to see yourself getting better every day. It's important to act in the right timing, because timing is everything and everything is in time. But you should never be intimidated by age. You should never be afraid to go to school at any age. It's never too late to learn. And learning means knowledge, and learning means evolution, and learning means opening your eyes, and understanding the world from a different perspective. And be a source of inspiration for the people in your life and get inspired by others. And also have faith. Faith is so significant. Okay, so Adi, you said Trump 2024. My prediction, Trump never happened. That will never happen. I hate to disappoint you, but that's my perception. If you're a Trump supporter, continue to support this man. But I personally don't see it. I think it ends up here, and probably in 2024, Mr. Trump, who has probably 30 court cases, if not 100 court cases by now, he might have to face some legal repercussion for starting an insurrection in America. So that, I'm not talking from the political perspective. I'm not talking because I sympathize with Democrats. I don't. I want to be out of making favors for anybody and just being realistic and living in America for 30-something years. I don't think that Trump will come back in power ever in this lifetime. On the contrary, I think there's something called the law of karma that I wrote 2 books about, and whatever you put in the universe comes back to you. So, and that is valid for all of us, for each of you listening, and for me included. Whatever we create, we have to acknowledge is actually the energy we put is coming to us to face that particular action, that particular energy. So let's see what's happening with you. Hi, Larissa. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Gina. Hi, Anne-Marie. Hi, Elena. Hi, Christina. Julia. Christina Romanescu. Juana. I love you guys. This is so fabulous to me. But I tell you the truth. This is going to be taken away from us because Facebook is no more politics, no more opinion. We don't want anybody to go live. So, okay, let's put a zipper to all of you talking about democracy. talking about where the world is going, talking about evolution, talking about human rights, talking about, expressing yourself. So that's not going to be possible. So let's talk right now, because very soon all the lives will vanish, will be deleted. So take advantage till April to express yourself as long as you can, and on after that. That seems impossible, but that's what everybody's saying, that Facebook is closing the platform of live. So hopefully something else will happen. Hi, Mariana Ivan. Hi, Lauren Lore. Happy birthday, Carmen. Yes, happy birthday to everybody who has a birthday today or had a birthday recently. For a happy birthday any day of the day, It's okay to celebrate. It's beautiful to connect with yourself. It's interesting. There are many relationships on earth, but the only relationship that is permanent is with yourself. So if there's something I always consider being significant for us to remember, is that the only person that you can never get rid of is you. The only person that you stuck with as long as you're on earth is with yourself. So have great relationship with you guys by expressing love and gratitude to you, by empowering yourself, by finding your power, by never allowing anybody to take your power away. Never allow yourself to be abused. Never allow yourself to be belittled, betrayed, or lied, or cheated. Don't let that happen. You're not a victim. We are not victims in this world. We have power. We have strength. We have light within ourselves. Let's make sure that we keep it that way. So, Lorena, I love you. Larissa, I love you. Gabi, I love you. I love you guys. Augusta, hi, my beautiful Anna, Bella. What a beautiful name, Anna. So let's see who has questions for me. I'm looking at specific questions. I used to, but I do see I do see some of your question. I used to have some problems with seeing you clearly, but now I can definitely. Andrea, you asking about 2021. 2021 is a year, I said this before, a year of revolution. It started with the revolution, with the people marching in the street. This is what characterized 2021. People are in the street. People can't take it. People need to change something fundamental, in our structure, at the level of our institution, at the level of the government. There's a lot of revolt out there, and we feel it, all of us. Even if you say we don't care, we're not getting involved. Indirectly, you are all involved. So, Andrea, for you, you are in a year that is karmic, which means a year of recognition, a year that brings you unexpectedly people that will impact your decisions, which is part of your plan, because karmic years are very intense. They don't happen. It's like in astrology, the solar return, the Saturn return. So Saturn is the planet of karma. So when planet of karma defines, our life, then things that are karmic, things that have been happening in the past will keep on happening, will come back to us. So bottom line is that you're in a karmic year. Then from September on, you go to the end of a life cycle. That means you have to close many doors for the following 12 months to open a new chapter in the book of your life. But overall, this year is fascinating for you. Hi, Monica Roman, my friend. Hi, Adriana Ardinovic. Let me see what's going on with you. You are in a good year that brings you more love, more awareness, more connection with yourself. You go into a year of reflection. This year will bring you possibly a new person in your life, or the chance of marriage, stability. Let me know where you are in your life right now in order to evaluate if any of these things that I'm mentioning to you will happen right now, or they already happen. Liliana, you asking me about a new job. The chance of a new job is wonderful right now, immediately. very possible you're going to get a job in the next 2 months, 3 months. So you won't have to wait too long. You have a very strong connection with your mom. And tell me if you experience a separation from somebody, and if you have a brother, which is something that I'm just compelled to tell you that is part of you. I'm analyzing your divine codification. So I always do this Pythagorean interpretation about your birthday. You know this. I love to do this. Hi, Carmen Karma. I love this name. So Adi, you asking me if the Democrats will build America will never be a socialist country. That will never happen. Will never happen. So I don't necessarily agree with the Democrats in many respects, but I disagree with Republicans too. And I don't like the animosity between the fight between black and blue, the fight between red and blue. What do we need to fight? Why can't we come together? You know, in such a crisis, to help people who need help, and to create new laws, you know, laws that will, you know, and make peace with each other. So this constant conflict is disturbing to me, and is getting worse, in my opinion. That's not the politics that I applaud. I want the concept of politics to be redefined. My vision is that in the future, and this might sound insane, we're not going to have popes, we're not going to have kings, we're not going to have presidents. Well, you're going to say, is that possible? You're not going to have banks. And you're going to say, this is totally crazy. Carmen, this is insane. And it's not. And I will tell you why this is not insane. Because if we go back in time, hundreds of years, we didn't have presidents. If we go in time, long time ago, we didn't have kings and queens. Does this have to be forever? Nothing is forever. In the physical world on earth, nothing is forever. So it's for a period of time. And we reach a moment in our evolution when everything is changing. Who could have anticipated this virus? I'm asking you. Who can still anticipate what this virus is going to do for us? And is it only the virus? Or there is something else going on that nobody's telling us the truth? Because there's a lot going on that you guys have no idea. And I have a lot of ideas, except that I am not going to share them with you right now, but I somehow will. Because I always wanted to be the voice of consciousness. I always wanted to tell the truth. I always wanted to present my vision to the world, and time will tell if I'm right or I'm wrong. And I don't want to be right or wrong. I just want to say it. I want to say whatever that might be. So forget about the Democrats. Forget about the Republicans. Let's create a better world in which this two side of politics should bridge into something that can help humanity, that can help the world for good, and stop with the animosities and the conflict in the war and the guns and the killing. This has to end. Alexandra Stark, yes, my beautiful Alexandra. Everything in the world is energy. Alexandra is right. And that's exactly what I'm told. We are made of energy. We exist in the energy field, you know. There is this beautiful bright light that surrounds the physical body. And if you really want to work on healing yourself, work on healing the energy around you, because that extraordinary field of energy should expand every day, should be pure. It should be light, shouldn't be. The moment when your energy, the biofield, the auric field gets dirty, then you get sick. Then a disease will tap into the cells, because the cells are protected not only by what is called the immune system. And as you can see, the problem with the immune system, the autoimmune disorders, is crazy right now, because that's why the immune system, who's your army, it's in trouble. So consequently, if your army is not working properly, the invaders like viruses, living organisms, and all kinds of impurities will tap into your body. And from there, your body will get out of homeostasis and will get sick. And a disease is a disconnect from what? From the field of energy and the physical field. So we cannot afford to let the biofield of energy be impure. Now, I want you to know that there are different points of energy that are called chakras. In the ancient teaching, the chakras exist on top of the head, on the third eye, around the thyroid, around the heart, around the solar plexus. So these are points of energy along what is considered to be along the spine, the Kundalini energy. Now, with the hands, which are the 8th chakra and the 9th chakra, we actually transfer energy in the universe. We take it and we send it. One is receiver, one is a giver. So we need the hands. The hands have 2008 points of energy from the brain. And every single point in here represents one of the organs inside the body, you know. So if you press and do pressure puncture, you actually activate the points in the head. Did you know that? Talking about energy. So that's why when you meditate, see what you do with your hands. That's when you die, you put the hands on the solar plexus to close, you know, the connection between the physical and the energy field. When somebody dies, they leave the body, the energy is disconnected from the matter, and nobody is here anymore. You see, you look at that person, there's no one there. So I think it's so interesting to look at us, the way we function, not only from the scientific point, but also from the spiritual, using all the ancient teaching, you know, trying to emphasize, you know, how magnificent, how magical we really are made by the divine. Hi, Lunguana. Hi, Larissa. Hi, Mihaela. Monica, I love you, as you know very well. Valentina, Nina, Anna, Maria, and so many of you. I'm so grateful for your messages. I want to express gratitude for all the wishes for my birthday on March 25th. I'm extremely grateful because I was overwhelmed by thousands of messages. I never got so many messages. So many flowers. I never got so many flowers. So, and that's so beautiful. And that's something I express gratitude to all of you with all my heart. Ella, I don't see you being sick. There is probably something with your hormones that can get better. Career looks pretty good in the near future because you entering as September, a fascinating time in your life that you've been waiting for the last 12 years, creating stability and a new opportunity for work. That is something that you've been dreaming for a very long time. You meant to have a son. I don't know if you have your child, but it's something that I want you to think about it, because it's something that is part of your program. So your future looks very good, and just keep up the good work. Let me know if there's anything physical that you experience that I'm not detecting, and if there's something I can help you with. Christina, to tell you something, there's a lot to say. There's something that means a lot. So you born April 4th, or you 2 times have it's fascinating with you, Christina. You have 8 life path, and you have 2 times 4. And these are numbers referring to major planets, Saturn, Uranus. And you have money power in your birth code. But also, if you add all these numbers together, we're reaching a 6. I hope I'm right. And 6 is the planet of stability, balance, love. You're a very love person. You're communicating great with the people around you, and a lot of stability in your life. And remember, longevity. God is good to you, Christina. I gave you a very long life. Hi, Raluca. Hi, Julia, Daniela, McAvey. How are you guys? There's something I can help you with. If ever you need to speak with me or communicate with me, or you have questions, feel free to write to me at my email, Carmen Harra, Aaron, at AOL.com, Carmen Harra at AOL, or write to my assistant, Sarah, or to my assistant in Romania, which is Emmanuel Baran at gmail.com. I'm mixing the languages. Elena, I want to tell you, you will have a child. Don't panic. You know, kids, they come when they want to come, not when we want them to come. So remember that. That's a very significant aspect of our reality. We try so hard to have a baby and it's not happening. The baby comes when he wants to come. I will never forget a lady coming to my office in the city, New York, 48 years old. She said, married 30 something years. She said, all my life I've been married since I was 18. She said I never thought I will ever be pregnant because I've never been pregnant. And I'm 48 and just get pregnant. What does it mean? It means that the soul of the person who was supposed to come into your life decided to come at that time and not when you wanted that baby to come. So don't forget, when you bring a child in this earth, the child decides when he's coming and you can't decide for him because he is a soul that wants to come, reunite with you and experience life on earth. Somebody, Christina, you tell him about the chuma. Yeah, you're right. That talking about in the 1800s, we had different diseases. It's like from 100 years to 100 years to 100 years, there were diseases that humanity we manifested them. They were not necessarily sent by as a form of punishment. No, we manifested them. So it's significant to know this. Hi, Mihaela Damaskin. Yeah, you're absolutely very right, Christina, about all of this. But I want to remind you, if you need me, you can reach me. And I'm going to promise I'm going to do more seminars in the future. I will let you know about my new book called Committed, Finding Love Through the 7 Archetypes. That's my new book. And also, I promise you, I will always keep you informed as long as I can. If this platform is not going to work, I want you to know that we will work on YouTube. So that's going to be another way to communicate. So go to Carmen Harra YouTube channel, and over there, we will be able to be in touch. Ionela, thank you very much. Hi, Diana Engel. You guys, you are my inspiration. I can never thank you enough for all the lessons I'm learning from you. And I'm here to serve. You know, I was born to be an assistant and deliver messages to you because I'm born on the day of the Immaculate Conception, which means I was born to deliver messages to the world. Sometimes the best messages, sometimes messages of advice, sometimes messages of wisdom, but it's a message. So the message is, let's see beyond what's happening right now. What's the truth? Let's find out together the truth. What is really going on with humanity right now? And stay tight, because for the next 12 years, the world will change beyond your imagination. So I can say that much. But I'll be on the radio very soon on OMTime. You can listen to OMTime radio by going to OMTime.com. You can listen on the internet at any time. You can listen over and over to my shows. I have shows on all kinds of topics, and I always have guests. I'm going to have the Dr. Christine Northrup, my guest, in a number of weeks from now. I had John Gray, and I'm going to bring other major guests on my show so that we can expand the topic. But Christine Northrup is a phenomenal lady. She's one of the most famous authors in the world. She's a doctor that can really talk to you about the vaccine and talk about what's happening to us at the medical level. And so we'll have a lot of fun with her in 3-4 weeks from now. But so far, I'm going on the radio. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for all your beautiful questions, from all your wishes. And may God take care of your beautiful energy. And remember, you know what I mean, to stay calm, to meditate, to relax, and have faith, and never give up, and fight for your goals, and manifest the most amazing life. Continue to see it. See it in your eyes. Is going to translate into your physical world. I love you guys. God bless. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.